जब कोविड हुआ तो इफ दे वर मोर रूटेड इन द सिटी तो वो लोग जाने का नहीं सोचते. When the lockdown was announced, there was a 50% feeling that I want to go back. Because of the difficulties that they faced, it became almost 100%. कि अभी तो मुझको जाने का ही है. इंडिया में 81% of the workforce is in the informal sector. 81% of livelihoods are generated in the informal sector. एक कैटेगरी जो हम हर रोज़ देखते हैं इनफॉर्मल वर्कर्स की, वो है रिक्शा वाले, वेजिटेबल सेलर्स, वेरियस वेंडर्स, टी शॉप वाले, कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्कर्स ऑफ ऑल कैटेगरीज, स्किल्ड, अनस्किल्ड, मेसन्स, प्लम्बर्स, इलेक्ट्रिशियंस, हमारी हाउसमेट्स है, वो भी इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर में आती है. सिटी में आप फॉर्मल, इनफॉर्मल, एवरीथिंग इफ यू काउंट, तो इट कुड बी probably around 60%. And out of that 50% will be unorganized sector. And in the unorganized sector, I would say maybe 60% of 60%, so that is about 35%, will be migrants. Any kind of work which involves a lot of manual labor, that will be done by migrants. Local people will be mainly engaged in, what I said earlier, thelawalas, tea shop owners, other kind of vendors. That will be the local workforce. उनके लिए बहुत रेगुलेशंस नहीं है, जो हम अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर बोलते हैं ना, है बेसिक रेगुलेशंस है. फॉर एग्जांपल मिनिमम वेज, सोशल सिक्योरिटी इज हार्डली एनीथिंग. उसमें भी अनोमलीज है. अभी मैं आपको बताऊं कि कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री में देयर इज अ लॉ विच सेज के 1% प्रॉफिट इज ट्रीटेड एज अ सेस, कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्कर सेस. The developers pay for it and it is accumulating. It was supposed to be used for the welfare of construction workers. But what we find is that very little of it is being used. And it is being used, as far as I know, for livelihood training of construction workers. Now, I personally believe that that cess can be used very effectively for social security of the construction workers. But unfortunately, that is not being done. माइग्रेंट्स क्यों यहाँ आते हैं? क्योंकि गांव में काम नहीं मिलता है. हमारी एग्रीकल्चरल सेक्टर इज श्रिंकिंग, इंडस्ट्री सर्विस सेक्टर इज ग्रोइंग, एंड यू नीड वर्क फॉर दैट. एंड फॉर दैट वर्क फोर्स वी इम्पोर्ट, cities import migrants. Biggest thing which we have seen with migrants is के they have escaped the caste system of their village. देखो, most of the migrants will be from the lower castes. In the cities, most of them will say कि यहाँ जो हमको कास्ट के डिस्क्रिमिनेशन वगैरह हो रहे थे वो सिटीज में नहीं है, एंड दैट इज अ मेजर अट्रैक्टर ऑल्सो. सो इन अ वे, यस, सिटीज आर बिकमिंग मेल्टिंग पॉट्स. फॉर मेनी ऑफ देम दे फील के क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ सिटीज में इज बेटर. जो माइग्रेंट्स सिटीज़ में रहते हैं वो रैंडमली नहीं रहते हैं. प्लेस ऑफ ज्योग्राफिकल ओरिजिन, वो लोग कहाँ से आते हैं, वो क्लस्टर्स होगा. और दैट आई वुड ऑल्सो ऐड कि उनके नेटवर्क्स आर क्वाइट स्ट्रांग. और मैं बोलूँगा कि वही सपोर्ट सिस्टम वो लोग के पास है. City does not provide any other support system to them. When a migrant comes into the city for the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks till the time they get some kind of a livelihood, they will be staying with some friend or a family from their region, yeah, from their caste, group, whatever. Then once they've got a livelihood, they will move into a dormitory kind of a accommodation. Now this accommodation will be in slums because that is the only place where it is affordable. They will stay in those dormitories till the time either they go back, or if they decide to stay in the city for a long time, they will call their family and they will move into a rented house again in a slum. If they stay over for a longer time, the wife starts working, their incomes will improve, then they will go for a bigger rented house. And then they will buy a house. But all this will be in slums only, because that is the only place where it is affordable. If they do very well, then they may buy a formal house. So this is the housing continuum. What I am trying to tell you is that, you know, we tend to consider slums, etc., as not required by the city. But actually it is the slums which is providing bulk of the accommodation for the informal sector. Now, in this post-COVID housing policy making, what are you going to look upon slums as? Are you going to look upon them in the former way only? Okay, one day they have to be removed from the city? Or are policy makers going to say that no, slums are the only or the most favorable option? So what can we do to enable life to be better in slums? Now that will require accepting slums as a part of the city. So that contradiction is yet to be resolved. I don't see any of that in any policy documents. Unfortunately, in India, we have not able to harness the energy of the migrant properly, because the energy of that migrant is used in other ways. They have to search for a place to live. They have to worry about their social security. They have to worry about, you know, whether the documentation that they have is going to be adequate. So in a sense, you know, it is made very clear to them that you are in the city to work, and for that we are giving you some money, and that's that.